If you don't like my shade, hopefully I don't show up next season. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Real House Girls, hey, Real Housewives another season 13 episode. I think this is 6. The Giving Peach. Come on, Kandi cares. Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, we are getting there, and I still don't know where are we going. When I say I don't know where we're going, is I don't know what this season is about. There's only 2 things that I know about, and that's been Cynthia's wedding and whatever happened at the bachelorette party with Tanya, Porsha, and the stripper. Like, girl, like, where are we going? What else is going on? Because it seems like y'all just locked up in the house and y'all just grabbing phones and recording stuff, and it's just like, this shit is boring as hell. So we get to Cynthia. Cynthia is trying to figure out her wedding situation. For some reason, Cynthia thought it was smart to invite 200 and some plus people to her wedding, even in the middle of this pandemic. Then she tries to blame it on, well, I didn't expect everybody to be coming, you know, because, you know, Georgia wide open, I ain't know. Cynthia, why would you even invite these folks to begin with? It's not making any sense at all. You invite these folks and you're surprised that they say, girl, they want to be on camera. Like, everybody ain't being, you know, safe with this. Folks are being careless. And girl, they want to be a part of something big like this. So it's just like, Cynthia, you should have really turned this into a small wedding. You should have really turned this into like at least 50 or 75 people or something. But 250 is way too much. I think 150 people said, like, it's just way too much. So girl, we get closer, like, the more we talk about Cynthia in this wedding, the more I'm getting turned off. So not only is Cynthia dealing with the super spreader wedding that she's trying to throw, but she's also on the fence of, should she invite her father? She really doesn't know. And Micah's just telling her, like, this is supposed to be a day for you to celebrate. This is about us. Who cares what people think? But I don't think Micah's realizing how complicated it is because of the whole PSA thing that Cynthia's mother did, describing her relationship with Cynthia's father and all of that. And we got a chance to like peep into Cynthia and how she felt. She felt like that she is responsible, you know, for her mother's unhappiness, you know, her mother's, you know, not able to be successful because she got pregnant. And that's some real stuff. Like, that's some, I'm glad that Cynthia shared that because that's a real thing. She feels like she's responsible, like she had something to do with it, but it's like, Cynthia, no girl, like, no, like, 2 people came together, they had sex and they produced you. You are not at fault. You are not responsible for what your father did to your mother. You are not responsible at all. The only person is responsible is your father. Now, I feel for Cynthia, and I'm actually, you know, I really want to talk about it now, but I'm gonna wait. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. The whole thing with Noelle coming, I thought that was a good. I love Noelle. Noelle seems to have a good head on her shoulder. She's very mature, but I wasn't 100%, you know, behind Noelle with this. I definitely don't think that Cynthia's father should go. I don't think that, you know, considering all the stuff that Cynthia's mother has said she has experienced, all of these things, abuse and all of that, I don't think that the father should be there. Now, I am on what's her name? What's the sister name? Mallory's side. Mallory's like, you know, I don't have a relationship with dad like me and you have a relationship, but that's still, I don't hate him. And, you know, Mama Cynthia's like, well, I ain't said I hate him either. But the energy Mama Cynthia is giving seems like she wants the kids to not like deal with him at all. And I feel like that's very complicated. I feel like it's very complicated because, yes, he did some messed up stuff. Then when she started to explain, she got into deeper things. People started saying stuff in the city, folks who they grew up with and families started saying stuff like, oh, he a good man and he ain't do all that, he go to church. And so she's dealing with that. She's dealing with the backlash and all that for calling out the stuff, which is really trash and it's fucked up. It's really messed up. But Mama Cynthia got to realize that, you know, she can't try to bestow that anger and that hate on her children to the father. Like, that's just not healthy. Like, that's like, Cynthia's mother needs healing. She needs healing. Like, she needs something because she's holding on to some pain and she wants the children to like not do it. And it really turns me off. It actually makes me think of a family member that I know that's like that. They're just holding on to something and just let it go. Like, you know, they ain't got to, of course they don't, the father don't need to be there. I definitely agree with that. But I don't think it's nothing wrong for them to be in contact with the father and all that, and just like, hey girl, as long as they stir with dad and like, dad, you owe mom an apology. Like, you know, that type of stuff. But it's just like, girl, them kids ain't gonna hate them. At the end of the day, you're making it extremely complicated for them. Because that's their father at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like, if they choose to have a relationship, it should be left to them. Not you. You shouldn't scold them for them being close. Like when Cynthia posted that Instagram picture of her dad and all that, it shouldn't have done anything, like it shouldn't have been, I don't think Cynthia meant that maliciously or anything, but mama, you are hurting, sis, and you want your children to hate the dad as much as you do, and that's just not healthy. That you saying you don't, but it's not healthy. And Noelle, I feel like Noelle's, as mature as Noelle is, I feel like that she is kind of biased. Well, she is biased because she has respect for grandmama. And all this, just the way Cynthia's talking to her mama and all this, just reminds me of why I'm very stern and very comfortable telling my mama what it is, because our parents are not right 100%. Our parents told us the world it will be good if we work hard and all these other things and da 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 da. And sometimes our parents were lying. Our parents meant well, but a lot of the stuff that they said, like it was a crack of shit. Like it is, they shielded us from a lot. I'm not saying everybody's parents, but a lot of them, just hearing the conversations and stuff I'm seeing online and stuff. Like I don't want me ever to feel uncomfortable talking to my parents about whatever's going on and telling them that they are wrong. Like, hey, you are wrong in that situation, and you're not gonna hold something over me and make me do something I'm not comfortable with doing. And you just seen Cynthia just kind of like not sure how to just tell her dad, like her mama, like, hey, you know, Mallory seemed like she was like, girl, look, I got a relationship with her, and you know, y'all had a baby together. And Mama T just kept saying, well, all the stuff I did for you. Yes, girl, you supposed to do that. Them your kids. I'm not one of them folks that like, oh, all the them your kids, you supposed to do that. You don't get no damn round of applause for that. You supposed to. Y'all be bringing kids in this world and then y'all be like acting like they owe you something. They don't owe you shit. Like, that's just me. Your children don't owe you shit. Your children should give you something because they love and care about you. That's what I believe in with family, period. Like, I ain't giving nobody shit unless I want to. And I give all the time to family that I care about, but I'm not for the girl. That shit, like, that's your family. That shit don't work on me, period. So, got that out the way. Drew and baby daddy Ralph, because that's what I'm gonna start calling, because I want, I don't know. I don't know what they offering, but I'm gonna need y'all to film. Drew and Ralph, I need y'all to film. I need y'all to film. I need y'all to be around. Drew, I need you to be around the women. It's been like 3 or 4 episodes now. I don't see you around the girls. You wasn't at this. You wasn't at this. I ain't finna be seeing you and Ralph. Like, I'm getting bored. Ralph is handsome. You cute too. But, you know, I guess cute y'all throwing balloons and, you know, in the air and all the other stuff to talk about, you know, father passing and all that. But it's like, girl, I need you to film. I need some film. I need something because I'm bored as hell, girl. I'm bored. I'm bored. Moving on. Candy's giving back, girl. She giving fresh produce and vegetables to the folks who are out here struggling in Atlanta. She wants to give 200, I think 750. She wants to feed 750 families, provide them with some groceries. I thought that was really nice. I thought that was really nice. Like, Candy's like, she's like, girl, I'm gonna give it back. And she's talking to her people while she's getting her hair done. And she said, you know, speaking of getting back, let me talk about this money that that Riley's father owes. Like, he owed me $90-something thousand. Like, he owed me some coin from back child support. And Riley said she want that money too. So let me see what the tea is. And I don't blame Kandi for wanting to get that money. You know, don't get me wrong, Candy's worth plenty of money. Like, Kandi got some coin. But it's a joint situation where she's raising, like, you know, that's her daughter and that's his daughter as well. So you need to be contributing at the very least of what the state's saying you owe. You need to be paying child support. You need to pay child support. So I don't see nothing wrong with the homegirl looking for that coin. And I was a little bit perplexed at why this assistant is doing hair or whatever she was. Somebody said, girl, you're getting that money. You don't need that money. I was like, oh, girl, she out of order. That shit was completely out of order. Like, I don't give a damn how much money Kandi got. You know, that money should still come because that's money Kandi had to speak. Like, she didn't create this child by herself, so I don't think nothing is wrong with that. And, you know, I don't mind dragging Kandi and saying, girl, you rich, you be okay. But in that situation, absolutely not, girl. So I'm on Kandi's side, period. So Porsha meets with Cynthia to talk about, is Dennis coming to the wedding? And Porsha is just like, girl, Cynthia, you gotta use your coochie coupons to make this working for me, because she don't want to go to this wedding. And Dennis is there because, you know, they ain't seeing eye to eye right now. They ain't seeing each other like that. And Cynthia's just like, well, girl, Mike Will made it. It's just like, sis, he like Dennis, and he want Dennis to come. So I'm just trying to see what's going on. How can I help you get through this? But it look like Dennis is coming. And Porsha, Dennis, we don't, nobody knows where they're at. Nobody knows where Kenya and Porsha are at, and we definitely damn sure don't know where Dennis and Porsha is at this week. But I hope they find it out real quick. So Cynthia gets on the phone with Noelle, and Noelle is talking about she's coming to Atlanta. And I thought it was funny because Cynthia was very pressed about Noelle only staying for 2 weeks. Like, that's a long ass time. That is a long time. And for Cynthia to be like, that's it. Like, Cynthia, the girl is grown. She's paying her own bills. She's working, all of these things. Why is your ass over here talking about some 2 weeks? Like, Cynthia, you don't go stay at your damn mama house no damn 2 weeks. Like, parents be killing me with that. Like, why you want to stay for this long? Girl, do you go over your mama house and stay over that damn long? Why the hell did you over here expecting my ass to be over there that long? So, girl, that whole thing was funny. I like Noelle. Noelle coming to talk to her mama about the whole thing with, you know, Granny. I love that too. So we get to Kandi Cares, and you might as well call it Kenya was a hater. Baby, this was supposed to be a positive thing. Kandi out here giving these groceries out. She's out here doing these things. Porsha gave $5,000 donation. We don't know how much everybody else gave. We don't know. Marlo gave $5,000. We don't know nobody else. I wonder how much Tanya gave. I wonder how much Kenya gave. I wonder how much, who else is there? Like, I think Drew gave a donation too. But Kandi was like, girl, I expect these folks to, you know, be donating a little bit more. Like, what's going on? I don't believe Kenya probably gave like $500. Kenya probably gave $500. And Kenya was some pressed bootz that Marlo gave $5,000. Like, Kenya was a complete hater this episode. Every time Porsha moved, Kenya was like, oh, less talking, more working. Can we do this and that? Every time Porsha moved, Kenya, can we talk less and work more? Like, she was just so irritated. It is clear as day that Kenya is pressed bootz, that Porsha is the center of attention this season. Like, Kenya, ain't nobody checking for you and Mr. Mark Daly, and the nerve of your ass to be giving anybody relationship advice when you've been divorcing Mark longer than you've been knowing him. Like, girl, you've been divorcing this man damn near 2 years, and you probably only known him for 6 goddamn months. Please, Kenya, please, come on, Chester Wu. So I'm just not getting that at all. I'm just like, girl, what's going on? Even when Kenya was saying something about Cynthia always having straight when talking about Drew, and it's just like, Porsha was like, damn, you shading her already like that? Kenya she is like, it's just negative energy. It's just complete negative energy. Like, I'm looking at her like, damn, Kenya is a damn hater. Like, oh my God. Like, I want better for her. And the nerve of Kenya to be calling Drew a stray when Drew is holding a damn peach. Toya forever ain't holding no damn peach. She ain't even gonna be no damn, she ain't gonna hold a peach next season. She gonna be a friend of the damn show. Toya ain't nothing but a young version of Marlo. That's it. That's it. But girl, like, Kenya was a complete hater. I just didn't like it at all. So yeah, I already talked about the ending part with Cynthia, Noelle, and Mallory and Mama Cent all talking about, you know, Daddy coming and all that. I already talked about it in the beginning because that really just like touched me and stuff. But we got to pick it up. The next couple of weeks, Kandi said in the next episode, they're going to be going out of town. I think, where they going to Charleston? Or I think they're going to Charleston. And the girls are going to be cutting up, apparently. They're going to stretch this out as long as they can because they don't have much stuff. They said it's going to be a very short season because they don't have much. They just don't have much. So I wonder how this reunion is going to go. But girl, this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta is boring as hell, girl. It's just not it. It's just not it. It's just not it. I don't know. It's just like something like a big ass cloud hanging over this season, and it's just not. It's not producing anything that I want to. It's not producing no rain. But just between Kenya just being very miserable and just like insufferable, it's just hard to watch. I'm actually okay with Porsha, Kandi, and Marlo, and then, but it's just like, you know, Kenya being pressed about Fallon getting the private jet, then she gonna turn around and fly on the jet to Charleston. It was some whole showboat shit that I can't stand. But tell me what y'all thought about this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.